WTIM. Good morning. You're listening to WTIM, your information station, and our morning show brought to you by People's Bank and Trust, where they put people first, and Landmark of Taylorville. I'm your host, Grayson Bauman. Joining me in this segment are multiple students with the Christian County CEO program. From left to right, or my left to right, I've got Laura Wayman, Nalia Polly, and Ben Wamsley joining me here today. Good morning to the three of you. How are we?
Good morning. We're
good.
Good to have you guys here, and we've got an exciting thing to talk about tonight that is going on. We'll get to that in just a few moments. Let's rehash. Let's talk about some other things that have been going on with the CEO program. I think Ben was who was elected to talk about this one here. The pickleball tournament that you guys had at the Christian County YMCA. I talked to Bruce Blanchard. He said it was a success. How was it on your end, and what did you maybe learn from the pickleball tournament?
Yeah, so the pickleball tournament was our last event of the year ran by the PM CEO class. It's my class that I am in. We wanted to do a service-based business, came up with the pickleball tournament, got with the YMCA to get that done. Our goal was to have 20 different teams at the event, and we ended up hitting that goal as well. In addition, kind of the person who runs the CEO program, his name's Austin Brooks. He was also at the tournament. He and his partner ended up winning it as well. Ended up having a really good turnout, a lot of really good players turned out, and everyone seemed to really enjoy the event.
And for the fundraising that took place with the pickleball tournament, getting the teams enrolled, what was that money going towards for the CEO program?
Yeah, so that goes towards a few things in our program. Our graduation stoles, it goes towards our own businesses, it goes towards any of the other expenses that we have as well. But the main thing that our money goes to is going back to support our own businesses, so that way we can get them off the ground.
Perfect. So that was a look at the pickleball tournament. 20 plus teams had a lot of success. Bruce said it even. We had so many teams. We ran just a little after we were thinking with the event. No problem there. It was everything worked out well, but just really cool that you guys had that kind of tournament and turnout with it. For the investor breakfast that we had not too long ago, whoever wants to take me away on that, tell me about the investor breakfast and what took place.
So the investor breakfast is basically just where we get to connect with further those that continue to support the CEO program, whether it's just through their businesses that they own in Taylorville or surrounding areas, or just people who like to give to the CEO program because they enjoy what it does for us students. So basically we got to meet up with them, we had breakfast with them, and talked about all the things that we've done this year and what we're doing to help prepare for tonight. It was a really great time, and it was a really great bonding experience, and a great experience to meet new people as well.
When was that, and what did we serve?
We had donuts and like chocolate milk and all that stuff, just to get around.
Basic little breakfast,
yeah.
Just a basic little breakfast. Get some thanks rolling out there.
Yep.
Get some condolences and some happies and whatever.
Yep.
Investor breakfast, also the same deal, going towards the businesses and everything else with that. How important is it to have the community at your back with the Christian County CEO program?
I think without them, we wouldn't have this program.
Yeah, no.
The Taylorville support, especially says us coming from Taylorville, it shows.
Yeah.
They always have our backs on everything you do. You can even if one of us would put a post out on Facebook, some of the investors are the first people to react to it. It's cool to see how supportive they are of just the program alone, let alone us individually.
Yeah.
So nice to be able to kind of give back to them. Nalia, did you have something to add to that, or did I cut you off there?
I think that it's crucial. There's no doubt in my mind that our program would not be at the level that it is without them, and without the continuous support from the community.
And what I've realized from this program is how much support that you guys have, not only talking to Neil, but other students and other classmates of yours, just how important that community aspect is to it. So the investors breakfast, able to give back a little bit to those that are supporting us. Let's talk the big ticket item. This is what you've been working towards all year. And I know that, we're kind of winding down on the semester right now, the emotions and everything. We're a little topsy-turvy right now, but we got the CEO trade show. It is tonight. Whoever wants to take me away on event details, when it'll start, where it's at, and what is going down.
So the investor breakfast, as you mentioned, it's today, is from 4 to 7 p.m. at the trade show. From 4 to 7 p.m. at the St. Mary's Gym. You'll see all of our businesses there, things from food to clothing, a few service-based business that may not be selling anything, but will be promoting their product as well. You can come in anytime and see what we have to offer as well. Maybe come and buy a few things as well.
So with the CEO trade show, obviously this is kind of the climax. This is what we've been looking forward to all year long. What type of work has been going on behind the scenes for you guys in terms of getting the new businesses off the ground and ready, business cards, whatever the case might be? Tell me a little bit about the background of getting the CEO trade show going.
It's not just like putting a table up and putting your business out there. I mean, we had to plan where tables are, because you got to plan who needs extension cords, who needs a wall, who needs this. So that kind of goes into that. We made a map of who's all going to be there, and then the board wants to do extra things, and so they want to know how we're doing. So they'll take, we'll have a thing at the end where you get to write your favorite booth, like people's choice at the end. So a lot of people, I know a couple people are looking forward to that, so they get to choose. But it's not just the group trade show. You got to go put it in personally and on your own time to put your own personal business out there, and it's a lot of work. We were just talking before this, how we stayed up super late last night working on stuff just to get ready for tonight. So
maybe that's why the energy.
We're a little tired.
We're a little
bit.
That's okay. That's all right. And right now, cracking down on the CEO trade show that'll be taking place tonight. You said St. Mary's Gym.
Correct.
At the St. Mary's Gym. And when did that start?
Starts at 4, ends at 7.
Starts at 4, ends at 7. So whether you're an investor or just a community member, come on out, show some support, and maybe purchase either some food or clothing, or maybe get an idea of some service that could be taking place. Let's talk a little bit about the AM and PM class. This is kind of a new aspect to the CEO program, as I understand it. What's that coordination kind of taking right now? So if Ben, you're in the PM class, if you two, Laura and Nalia here, are in the AM class, what's the coordination been like between the two to kind of get the CEO trade show off the ground?
Well, it's not been the easiest, that's for sure.
It's been a learning experience.
Yeah, it has been a huge learning experience, and I think that it's been good for the board and our facilitator to see how it would work if they were to continue doing AM and PM. We're obviously not sure on whether or not that's going to continue, but it's definitely had its ups and downs with it. I mean, I think we've done well as far as communicating goes. We have group chats galore that's just reaching out to people. I texted, for example, hey, does anyone in the PM class want to come on the radio show with me and Laura? And we have Ben now. So that's how that works and goes down. Good
that you guys still have lines of communication. There's always ways of communicating. It's just, obviously you've got to figure out the logistics behind it. For the CEO trade show, now we've got everybody kind of set up where they're going to be. Everything is going to be taking place with that. In terms of setup time and things like that, are you guys helping others kind of put their pieces together? Or right now, is it just, man, I'm focusing on my business and my business alone? Are we helping in others, or are we kind of focused?
You have to help other people. Yeah. There's 26 of us, and I don't know, like St. Mary's Gym, it's all upstairs. And some people need two different tables. So we're carrying 30 tables. Yeah. So you have to help other people. And I think that we're really good about doing that, is just helping other people. And then once you're done setting up yours, like Ben said, some people just have a service base where they're just setting up cards and stuff, and they'll just have extra time. So I think we have to help each other.
Same with putting the businesses together on the back end. So before this, even with the CEO trade show, say Ben's needing a little bit of help from Nalia in terms of where he maybe takes his business. I know you guys had some pitches that you had worked on in class and things like that. Mm-hmm. Has the focus been just on your own business and getting that set up, allowing for that person to kind of develop it, or has there also been some developing from outside sources like classmates like yourselves?
I think that the main thing is us getting our feet off the ground ourselves and working with one another. But I know personally, I've had to reach out to Laura multiple times with questions that I've had, so she can help me get the things done that I need to get done that are necessary in order for me to sell. As far as food-based services like Ben, they've had to go through a bunch of different certification processes and stuff like that. And so they've had to reach out to the health department and outer sources as such like that. So.
And as mentioned, I have a food-based business. I've brought in some of my food items and had the group taste them, see what they thought of them, see if it was something that was worthy of actually selling.
Well, I hope so for your case. I hope
it's pretty good.
Good fudge, right?
Yeah.
That's what I thought. When it comes to that, I just wanted to know if, because it's such a personal business, it's developing your personal skills. I just was wondering if some other touches were added there in terms of outside help, whether it's from the health department or from classmates alike. So Let's come back. Let's talk specifics with the CEO Trade Show when we return. I've got Nalia Polly, Laura Wayman, and also Ben Wamsley joining me in studio. They are CEO Christian County CEO program students, and we'll be back with them in just one moment. You're listening to WTIM, your information station.
WTIM. Springfield Clinic Taylorville Walk-In has new extended hours. The walk-in clinic is now open from 8 a.m. to 8 p.m. Monday through Friday. Here's Dr. Pavi Gill with more details.
Our walk-in clinic is open from 8 a.m. to 8 p.m. Monday through Friday to address your minor illnesses and injuries. No appointment necessary. Whether you need a quick checkup or acute care, just walk in and get the care you need when you need it.
There you have it. For convenient same-day care, visit Springfield Clinic Taylorville Walk-In at 600 North Main Street.
Taylorville Care Center's personalized therapy program gets you back to doing the things you used to do. Get private rooms and great medical care, providing you the therapy you need to return home. Family and friends can come by and cheer you on in your recovery. Whether you've been in the hospital or just need a little help, Taylorville Care Center's therapy program can get you up and going again. Stop by or give them a call at 824-9636. That's 824-9636. Taylorville Care Center, caring for the community for over 50 years.
Seeing is believing, and your new customers can now hear and see your message. Deliver your message on our 6 Miller Media Group radio stations. And now, potential customers will see your message on our new 36 by 72-inch two-sided electronic sign installed in front of our Taylorville studios on Illinois Route 29. You have the opportunity of having your message seen by over 11,200 drivers a day. Contact your Miller Media Group account manager today and deliver your message through your potential customers' ears and eyes.
There's only one Central Illinois radio station that brings you the memories of the 60s and early 70s as you are cruising down the streets of your hometown. The dial position is 98.3 FM. The station is 98.3 WSVZ. From Macon to Vandalia and I-55 to I-57, cruising 98.3 plays the hits from early Elvis in the 60s to the British invasion of the Beatles, Herman's Hermits, and many more from the 1960s. Then we swing into the early half of the 1970s with artists like the Guess Who, the Doobie Brothers, and Elton John. Every song brings back something you remember about growing up. Set a button and crank up the station, playing good time rock and roll from the Tower of Power, cruising 98.3 WSVZ.
Pastor Brian Moore here from Locust Grove Church near Assumption. We are alive and so worth the drive. Find directions to our church and watch our video podcast by clicking our icon at TaylorvilleDailyNews.com.
With over 8 hours a day of agriculture programming weekdays and 2 hours on Saturdays, WTIM AM, FM, and online is your ag information station. Listen by tuning in on air or online and listen to WTIM Ag podcasts anytime.
WTIM. And we're back with the WTIM Morning Show here on your information station. It's brought to you by People's Bank and Trust, where they put people first, and Landmark of Taylorville. I'm your host, Grayson Bauman. Joining me in this segment are CEO students, Christian County CEO students. I've got Laura Wayman, Nalia Polly, and Ben Wamsley here in studio. We've talked the CEO Trade Show a little bit, the Investor Breakfast, and the Pickleball Tournament, those having already taken place. The CEO Trade Show happening tonight from 4 to 7 p.m. at the St. Mary's Gym. Come out, show out, and find out about these businesses. Let's do so now, though. Let's talk specifics. Take me away, Laura, if you would, with your business and what you're bringing to the trade show.
So I own Farm Girl Flowers. So I do a bunch of custom bouquets and like flowers for events. So I'll have a flower bar. So I'll have a bunch of bins of flowers that you get to choose from, and you get to pick your own flowers, and then you hand them to me. I'll cut them down, wrap them up, and then you get to take the bouquet that you made home. A lot of people love it. They think it's a lot of fun. But if you're not into that, I'll have custom bouquets already ready to go that you can just pick up and take on your way.
I think making the bouquet sounds...
No, yeah, it's a lot of fun. I think it's a lot of fun. A lot of people have a lot of fun with it. And then, yeah.
Laura's business, Farm Girl Flowers. Nalia, what do you got?
So I'm the owner of Refined Hat Co. So A while back, I went to a hat burning party and I fell in love with it. And so I decided to kind of flourish my own hat burning business. And so I've been working hard on hand drawing and as well as stenciling on different designs to burn into different hats, as well as putting bands on different types of hats. It's a lot of work, but it's a lot of fun. And then I decided that I was going to sell jewelry as well, like Western style jewelry and a bit of bling bling because I like having showy earrings.
A
So
little bit of bling bling. Refined Hat Company.
Yep.
I like the name.
Thank
Refined Hat Company and Farm Girl Flowers. Two strong names, Ben. Come on now. You got it's two good ones right here. What do we got?
Yeah, so when I was thinking of my business, I had a few ideas, but I decided my great-grandfather had candy recipes, and he would make hundreds of pounds of candy and just give it away, and he kept the recipes. So my business is called Forest Blues Candy, after my great-grandfather. I make candy that you probably won't be able to find at most retail stores. For the trade show, it's just going to be fudge. I got 7 flavors: chocolate, cookies and cream, mint chocolate, peanut butter, Rocky Road, waffle cone, and M&M. So the candy, this one was not based off of my grandfather's recipe. This one's a much simpler recipe, but since he inspired it, that's who I named it after.
It's a strong name. Forest Blues Candy, Refined Hat Company, and Farm Girl Flowers. Just 3 of the 26 booths that will be out there. 7 different types of fudge flavors. Waffle cone sticks out to me there. Hat burning, never heard of it. That sticks out to me. Farm Girl Flowers, I know what flowers are, but I've never created my own bouquet. So that would be an interesting piece to be able to add to that. So come on out and support those 3 businesses plus the others with the CEO trade show that'll be taking place tonight. We still got some time. So let's talk a little bit about the CEO program. It's almost coming to a close for you guys. How has it helped you in that next step in life? Laura, let's start with you again.
I'm on a radio show right now, so I never would have thought that I would have done that. I like to talk, but in front of people, just not my thing. But CEO has helped me tremendously with speaking in front of people. This entire year, I've spoken in front of when we did Christmas bingo. I was one of the first speakers at the investor breakfast, which it's still scary, but it's to the fact that I know that I can do it now, and I fully will give that to CEO. Just growing as a person, growing into an adult, growing into a business person, learning simple, basic people things that you need in everyday life, like how to shake a hand that people don't teach you anymore. That you just learn, and then it comes to a real world situation, and you're like, it's just firsthand, and you don't even think about it anymore. And it's mainly CEO.
For me, it was the networking opportunities.
Yes.
We got the chance to go up to Chicago and meet up with Dan and Bill Berry. We had dinner in Bill's house, and that was just amazing to connect with them. And I'm sure maybe all of us applied for his scholarship. So being in the CEO program definitely helped maybe give us a little bit of boost in that. And so we're incredibly grateful for that. And just getting the chance to meet others, the board that we're super involved with, Mary Del Valle, Amy Hagan, and all of them have been super great role models for us. And we really appreciate them. And then even our facilitator, I guarantee us that any day we want to call Neil, he'll pick up and he'll be there whenever we need him and answer any questions that we have.
I think that goes for anybody that we met. If we ever need help, like with anything ever in our lives, we can call up one of the tours that we had, or one of our, like my mentor. We can call them any day, 30 years down the road, and they'd be at our beck and call. So it's cool to think about that.
One of the students in our class actually got a job with his mentor. That was like a big deal for everyone because it was really cool to see that a mentor and mentee could be working together even outside of the CEO program, which is just great.
And it's the same thing for me about the networking, and also just the skills that you learn from them. So many of them have a wealth of knowledge that they're willing to give every little piece to you. And if you're able to retain that and pay attention to that, it's really going to help you down the road no matter what you go into, whether it's business related or not.
I mean, they're not afraid to give you the good, bad, and the uglies. And you learn from their mistakes. You listen to those stories and you're like, hey, I'm not going to do that.
And sometimes it's better to learn from people you don't want to be or don't want to be like than it is to learn from folks that you do. Well, perfect timing to wrap things up. Ben Wamsley, Nalia Polly, and Laura Wayman joining me here on the WTIM Morning Show here on your information station. Stop by the CEO Trade Show taking place tonight, 4 to 7 p.m. at St. Mary's Gym. You're listening to WTIM, your information station.
The Big 870 WTIM Assumption Taylorville, 96.1 W241 CF Taylorville, 107.5 W298 CD Shelbyville, 107.9 W300 EH Payne and Nokomis.
The gross domestic product contracted 3